The Steve Miller Band Book of Dreams. That is the album on deck tonight on Life Revisited, a musical journey hosted by myself, Marqua. The premise of the show, of course, is to introduce to you or reintroduce you to great music in my opinion. And of course, your homework is to go to YouTube and dial up the album Book of Dreams and other songs that I will mention throughout the show. I, of course, am here with my producer Billy and his girlfriend Dar. They are on FaceTime. They are on their way to Minnesota. Be careful up there, please. They are on their quest to go to every single state in the union in alphabetical order to find the most popular foods for each state. So that's where they're at. You guys having a good time? Just be careful in Minnesota. Anyway, let's get right to it. In the ongoing beer can collection series, we have Schmidt's Beer. I don't know how many different outdoor designs they have, but here's a bunch of them. Do your research if you're that interested. They're on deck, and of course, in my obsession with stereo lights and now with stereo equipment, vintage. Here we have a Zenith. Do you remember these things? Look at that. Wooden cabinet, take up half your living room. Got the stuff inside, the speakers on the side. I mean, look at that. You got the turntable and the receiver under the cover. You can close it. Wow. Just there. I'm obsessed with the vintage stereo lights and stereo equipment. No apologies, man. Okay, let's get down to Book of Dreams. Now, when I did do a little bit of research into the Book of Dreams, it's the only Steve Miller Band album I've ever had. And I figured, because it was a big one for him, Book of Dreams was financially a book of dreams, without a doubt. Here's some things I found out. It's their 10th studio album. Their 10th. They were formed in 1966 in San Francisco and considered a psychedelic band. I'm like, no, that's the Grateful Dead. Anyway, that's a true story. 10th studio album. So, this was their big one. They had, the album was Fly Like an Eagle. Previous year had some great tunes on it. And I'll get to that in a second. Here's another mind blow. Boz Scaggs, and I should do a show on him. He's got some great songs. He was in the Steve Miller Band earlier, before he went solo. That was just, when I read that, just mind blow. That was a mind blow. Boz Scaggs was in the Steve Miller Band. Okay, so here we're going. Down the list on Book of Dreams. We've got a few frequent contributor, Paul Kobler, Prospect High School, hello. He likes Threshold, which is the introduction to Jet Airliner. Big old jet airliner. That's his, I think that was the biggest song on that album, but he likes those, and then he also likes a song called The Steak. Now, The Steak, and I was listening to this album all week, kind of refresh my memory, etc. And The Steak sounds a lot like, and I mean a lot like, Rocky Mountain Way by Joe Walsh. And Paul agreed with me on this, so that's that. But those are songs you need to listen to. Threshold, Jet Airliner, The Stake. And then on this album, Swing Town, Jungle Love, and then other songs that are not on this album that you need to listen to, so write them down. Rockin' Me, baby. Fly like an eagle. And Take the Money and Run. You need to listen to all those songs, and if you want to listen to more, then do so. And then, of course, is the song The Joker. The Joker. And that's the one that says, some call me the space cowboy. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Some call me the gangster of love. Now, what's funny about this is, and that's also a Paul Kubler favorite, I saw meme, M-E-M-E, whatever those are called on Facebook, and it had half the screen had Steve Miller singing, some call me the gangster of love, and the other half had his band, and the other half said the band was saying, nobody's ever called him that before. So I thought that was really funny, ha ha ha. So, alright, I think we're done with Steve Miller tonight. Got all this done. Next week I'm switching gears a little bit. I want to get, it's the Atlantic Rhythm section. You need to listen. They're a southern band. They're not southern rock. They're kind of southern, soft something or other. But they're fantastic. I'm going to do them next week. So on behalf of my producer Billy and his girlfriend Darla, this is Marqua, host of Life Revisited, a musical journey. And of course, how now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? And I hear you clucking, big chicken. And scene. And of course, if you need me, I will be in a van down by the river. See you next time, Atlanta Rhythm Section.